look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. Got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Seminoles get it past the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Smith. Stumbled to the ground.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
And you see the option being such a pain in the mind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Joyner. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to pass. It's Weigman. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And game tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Joyner. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Weigman. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Joyner. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. Look out, he's got room. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now on first down from the 30. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Rushes on him. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They'll leave it with him. Nice move there. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll try the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking for a crease to the left. Turning it on. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. And the Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Grab near the marker. It's Flanagan. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give is to Smith. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Hudson. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
To throw, it's Wegman. Got his man quickly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Slams ahead. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Mississippi State is putting on a show offensively. It feels like they've been ringing those cowbells all game. They're up 14 over Troy. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Oh, they're after him. He unleashes a long one. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Ball's in the deep ball. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air, it's Wegman. The quick out. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating physical attack from the gun. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They're setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers through the defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we...
Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the right. He's got it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Quick release on the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snares it outside. It's Hudson. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Webster. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Noles send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. 21. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Handoff to the single running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
through the air. It's Weigman. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Not a big surprise the offense is willing to let this guy do something. I mean, we've seen him make plays in this game with his legs. He already has a rushing touchdown. But give the defense credit here in the red zone, getting to him and bringing him to the ground. He's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. That's not an easy thing to do. So chalk that one up for the defense.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Dropping back, it's Weigman. He's got him, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. It's second down. You need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Muscling ahead on third and short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Joyner.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He'll go to the sneak. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Weckman. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down and lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The Red Raiders need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Weckman. Quick strike complete. There he goes. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the defense.
They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Smith.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the 1st down. Or we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
He gets the clock stopped out of bounds with 26 seconds to go. It'll be 1st down.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
bringing the heat. Here's a throw downfield late.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Here's a hit. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On third down, going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play